Place entrance. This street right here is called Hogan Place. It's a very tiny little street in lower Manhattan named after District Attorney Hogan, and they'll put him in a car, and it's over.
So at what point is he no longer in custody when he exits?
He's no longer in custody now. He's under guard because they have to protect him, but as soon as he's released from court, he's no longer in custody.
We believe he's leaving now, I believe, John.
So presumably he was released on his own recognizance. We have ears in the courtroom, but they're trying to get to places to communicate to us. But he'll get in the same motorcade package that brought him here. That will take him back to LaGuardia Airport, where his plane is standing by, and he is scheduled to fly out of New York today. Now, this is all subject to change, but the plan was to fly out of New York today on his private jet to Mar-a-Lago without coming back to Trump Tower to hold a press conference. And what we've seen is, for all the discussions about making a statement on the way in or a statement on the way out at the courthouse, that obviously didn't happen. So that motorcade is now on the move.
Also standing by, Laura Coates, John Dean are joining us. Laura Coates, today, the former president now leaving the court building, either heading back to John, do you think Trump Tower or do you think the airport?
They're going, if they're sticking to the schedule, they're going straight to LaGuardia Airport, straight to his private jet, and straight back to Palm Beach.
Laura Coates, what do you make of the lengthy arraignment?
Well, listen, there has only been 46 presidents in the history of our country and millions of criminal defendants. And look what we have now. One who is now a criminal defendant on his way out of a courtroom, an extraordinary amount of time to have him there. He's likely trying to argue a point about the relevance of this particular case. I assume his lawyers were the ones to do so. But note who was behind him in that courtroom. You didn't have Secret Service. You had two presumable marshals, one with handcuffs dangling on her own waistband and appeared to wear gloves. You're seeing the conduct of what would happen for every criminal defendant in this country. And Donald Trump was now one of them. Going forward, the schedule is going to be so important. Importantly, Anderson, look for that pre-trial motion briefing schedule. That's where you'll have the motions to dismiss. That's where you'll have the challenges as to whether this is likely to be an appropriate elevation from a misdemeanor to a felony offense. That's going to be the next consequential step here. And of course, whatever this president now said, former president now says about this, we know the law and order adage. Anything he says can and will be used against him, including his statements on social media and even through different agents on his behalf.
I want to go to Caitlin Collins, who is on the 15th floor. Caitlin, very brief glimpse of the former president as he exited the courthouse. I'm wondering from your vantage point what you saw.
Well, remarkable, Anderson, that he did not come over to reporters. We were about 50 feet away.